in Mission Impossible where they are stalking the current team. So you have their team doing a mission, and there's another team being stalked by them, and only later on the main actor in Mission Impossible, discovers this. And they also act as normal people in streets to spy on him, and this is later discovered. He notices everything but pretends like he doesn't know anything. It's complete psyops in there. In Night and Day, the same actor and who plays the hero in there there's a small clip in there which quickly talks about him being framed for being paranoid and saying that he's a criminal, but it's very quick. You got to hear it very quickly in Night and Day. And then he also lives on a remote island away from everyone and all electronics, so that no one can track him down. It's only until someone makes a call on the island he gets tracked down. Eyes Wide Shut is another movie with the same actor, and he gets followed in there because he enters a secret society and has no idea why he's entered, but it's been a mistake, and then he gets followed. Enemy of the State is a good film for all victims to see, because in there's a guy who does not believe in anything, as in the NSA watching and so on. So he's like internet being watched and phone calls being monitored, but when it happens to him, they destroy his career. He loses his job. They take pictures of him when he's talking to a girl and to blackmail it to his wife, or to frame him that he's been with another person, and send pictures to his wife when all he was just doing was talking to someone else. And Enemy of State is good because in there it sort of gives hope of the victim fighting back in the end and winning his life back, because they use the same gimmicks to play back on the stalkers, which victims do really, because the gang stalkers have hidden cameras, so the victims have hidden cameras to spy on them back. And this happens in the film and in reality, so it's a good one to check that. Money Talks is when a reporter wants a story from someone, he doesn't get the story, so he goes to extreme lengths to destroy this person. He frames him for murder, a criminal, and then he's on the run and cops are trying to shoot him for no reason, and he goes to prison. He breaks out of prison and he's still on the run, but in that movie it's a good ending, because the person who frames him helps him out in the end to prove his innocence. Fatal Attraction, he gets followed in there, but he cannot prove it. He knows who it is because he's been with this psychopathic partner, but he always knows it's the hero in there knows it's her who's always stalking him, because every time he's been around her, things have been sabotaged in his life, and when he's not around her, still things have been sabotaged, and he always knows it's her. The game is another one where they're playing mind games on the main person in there. He cannot prove nothing. His bank accounts get shut down, his briefcase gets stolen, like his life gets totally ruined in there, and it's all just to break him in the end, to set up a story like his in the end they set up a story where his brother gets shot, but he's not really shot, but it's all to break him down from his isolation. But it's not isolation as in the gang stalkers isolate him. It's him being just alone, as in victims who are alone get targeted. Terminator is another one where it shows you a Terminator who's 24/7 stalking someone, and this is explained in the first one. He will stalk someone 24/7. There's no reasoning, there's no bargaining, there's no no reasoning, no bargaining. He just does, he will stalk and he will kill, and that's it. And this in reality shows that the gang stalkers are like, they have this like robot mentality under the flesh, like they will just do and they won't be human to think and to feel. and this shows this in Terminator